Also, I'm looking at my DVR. And the dog's being an idiot. Okay. Also, by the way, I am extremely gay for this combination of dark hair and blue eyes, if you haven't noticed. It's kind of a trend I've noticed over time. Okay, so how do play video games? I gotta set everything up on the side. Hey Link, we're gonna finish the Stanley Parable today. And then I'm gonna go into a coma because, where's live TV? There's kind of a treat for me on today, and it's called There's Grey's Anatomy playing all day until 8 o'clock, and then the new one, and then yay. Also, they're playing one of the saddest episodes right before the new episode, which is depressing. Because Jeffrey Dean Morgan dies. Also, this is the TV guide, because I gotta keep that on hand. Okay, Steam. I played 99 minutes of this yesterday. What achievements am I missing? Quit the game and then start it again. Click on door 435 times. 8? That's a good achievement. Don't play Stanley Parable for 5 years. Is that seriously an achievement? Complete it in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. It is impossible to get this achievement. Play it for the entire duration of a Tuesday. These are great. I love this game. Do I just have to have it running from like 12 a.m. to 12 p.m.? What else is on TV tonight? Nothing. Nothing's ever on TV. Unless it's Grey's Anatomy or Law & Order, which I've found you can find at any given time on any given station. You have to start it before midnight. Great. I'm never gonna get that achievement. Did I get the achievement for coming back? Because, yes. Alright, I need to situate here. Alright, gotta switch to the thing. Game capture? You here, buddy? There you go. Oh god, all our saves. Alright, OBS, go away. Gonna play this lovely masterpiece of a game. I love this game. It's so good. It is so good. I should did I tweet this already? I'm like having deja vu. Okay, go back to the dashboard. I should get the demo to understand the 8. I'm gonna get the demo. I should probably download that now, shouldn't I? Cause, I'd imagine I'm gonna run out of endings eventually. Where is the demo? There. It's like hidden now in Steam. Steam's a mess. Okay, close this. I love that Link does not count as a viewer, by the way. It's a good algorithm you got there, Twitch. Alright, so we're back in the game. Oh, yeah. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
I've clicked it way more than 5.
You were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Why didn't this trigger the first time I clicked the door, like in my original playthrough? Because I clicked every door.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will
It
do
stores
it.
the progress
Yes,
in another
almost
file.
certainly
Oh.
50 clicks.
Gonna burn out my mouse button.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment.
I
A
am
willingness
mashing
to
my
go
E
all
key
the
as much
way,
as
no
I
matter
can.
what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Okay. 420. Oh, I want to go to it.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
37? Is it back this way? 437. These doors don't have a door.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 415. 417. 416. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
437. 437. Where's 437? This is the weirdest achievement I've ever seen in a video game.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine. What's a copy machine, guys? I don't... Oh, there it is.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Game, are you really feeling it? Is that really what's happening here, or are you just bullshitting me?
Now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419, okay. Where's 419? I see... Oh.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep
really
it up.
feeling it.
Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Is it gonna have me click every damn door in this office?
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's so enthused, I love him.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
430.
Yes!
Yeah!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
I
Nothing
did earn
could
it.
hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What
I
were
love
you
this
thinking?
game. Alright, so where did we really leave off on this game? Like, what? You're gonna have to help me get the endings that I missed, because...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I know we pretty much did this entire path on its own, right?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
I love
there.
this closet. So,
Coming to a staircase,
I
Stanley
go down the
walked
stairs?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Link, did I go down the stairs? You might know that answer better than I do. I did. That was one of the weird endings. There's something about these doors at the top of the stairs being open sometimes, but they're not. Link, don't leave me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
it's like
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Oh.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't
Oh,
possibly have known this.
I missed what the code was. Oh,
Stanley
1 5
simply
4
began
5 1.
entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
How many times will he yell at me for this? Yeah, I thought it was 2 8 something.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly,
I was hoping it would like lock me out or something.
On the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, okay. We're loading. Oh, did the game just crash? No, we're good. It stopped responding for a moment. I was a little concerned.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley
What do you
realized
say
he
when you
felt
refer
a
to
bit
the mod?
peculiar.
Like, because I have no idea.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So can I like really fuck up Stanley somehow? Down here?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
I didn't
that
go down
read
the escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Stanley's
The door
wavering to
behind
the
him was
side,
not
I'm
shut.
noticing.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm down with this. I didn't take this path before. Loading. Oh. Is this unloaded or
As the
no?
machine
No, it's
whirred
fine.
into motion and Stanley
Thought I
was
was on top
inched
of an
closer
elevator or
and closer
something.
to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Nice.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped
is fine.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps
I
his
see
death was of no
a
great
lift
loss,
over here to the
like
side.
having the
Can I get on it
eyeballs of a
anywhere?
blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Squish me to death right now. Let's do it. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Oh.
killing him instantly.
Oh, okay. We're down. Where are we now? There's 2 Tetris blocks and a line. And there's some boxes. Let's go toward the Tetris blocks that are not Tetris blocks at all.
And yet
Whoops.
it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office. as alive
Meta-narratives
as
within
ever.
meta-narratives.
What exactly did the
I love
narrator
this
think he
game.
was going to accomplish?
This is a cool place. I like this
When
place.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh.
Do you see now? Do you see that
It's the
Stanley
office.
was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The 2 doors. There's a concrete piece of this. Filing cabinets. I'm glad there's a museum. Nature paintings. Good. Oh. I hate that I can't type on Stanley's computer or anything. In any iteration of it. Damn, the original doors. Button sounds. I like this one best. One that sounds like a guitar riff. Is there some... I feel like this is a code or something I can put in here. This... Am I messing with this aimlessly, or is there something actually to this? There's another room. The credits. Some good credits. It's just a museum, there's nothing there. Oh man, I could play Free Cell. Never mind, I broke it. Boss's office. Nice. God, there's so many paths. I don't know where to go. I don't want to, like, end it on accident. The office. It's just a plant. You know, they told me to remember the fern, and they never brought the fern back up, which I didn't expect them to, but... The point of Stanley Parable HD Remix is to lose, to win. Is this the same image? Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? It's good. Oh. Are these two doors? That's fun. This is a fun blurb. Alien base. Awesome. I like this bike. It's a good bike. The lounge. This is a boring lounge. Also, God, there's so many pathways. Oh. The apartment timer. Timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Oh, I expected it to do something, but not that. Cargo lift. Player falling to their death. That was the first thing I friggin' did. Cargo was actually stored. They got that across. This is an interesting little place. I like this. The meeting room. They got the projector and a clipboard. And... these are... Did I ever go through the door on the lounge side? Those are how it used to be. I know there was another entrance there, though. Like, I know there's a door, it's like, or take the door on your left to go back, and then I never took it. What is this? Zending. Do I want to know what this is? This where I was just in the... Is this like... No, this isn't the same room. Zending. Oh. Sending levers. I can't play with them. Game is now paused. God, every turn I take is a new room. Oh, hello, monitors. You scared me. Is it like... I want to hit the buttons. Monitor room, elevator? Countdown room? Oh, that's the exit. We're not ready to go there yet. The freedom ending? Hey, I remember that ending. It's the true ending. I'm loving this, the Stanley Parable, the James... fucking, I forget the guy's last name... thing.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively when you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad games.
Well, I feel like I'm going slowly insane, so let's get out of there. The lounge. I'm stuck on a wall. Did I already go this way? I don't even remember. The atmosphere- yeah, I did. The atmosphere in this game is so creepy and unnerving, even though I know nothing is going to happen. Like, I feel like it slowly wants to kill me. Oh, congratulations. Desert boots? Narrator emails. Are you a rock? Sure. This is good. What is Stanley's last name? That is an important question. The Rock, Martin. Yeah, I'm out of here. What? Did I already go? That's the telephone room. That's the lounge. I'm lost in a small museum. Stanley's office. It looks mostly the same. What is this? Did I see this already? Game design mockup? I thought this was some kind of torture device. From behind. Is there another door back here? Alright, I guess it's time to exit. That was certainly an ending. An on-off switch.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Good, Link,
How
good.
they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh
Listen
god,
to
it's
me.
still going?
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose
Oops.
it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Stanley is very dead. Did the game die? Is that the thing? Do I have to reset the game? I think so. Yeah, I don't think anything's happening. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. Go look at the window at
All of his
434's
co-workers
desk.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There is no window directly at 434's desk. Stanley. Oh. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
I like
Why
it
don't we
here.
take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
So, what do I do? Okay, I restart now. And then I come back and try yes, and then I'm guessing it does something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't know how I
Perhaps
got
he
on
had
this
simply
fucking
missed a
desk
memo.
before.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I was wondering if I could like strafe my way over to the other window. No.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
So how do I activate
Why
the
don't we
console
take a
link
minute
while we're
just
sitting
to
here
drink
listening
it
to this
all in?
dialogue again?
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay, we got some elevator music going here.
There once was a man named Stanley who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
He still sounds
Which is
like Nigel
why
Thornberry
he's
to
in
me.
this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Doodling on a notepad in front of me while I wait. The music loops forever, that's great. Alright. What next, Link? Guide me to my next location. I'm gonna go for the speedrun achievement
All
while
of
you
his
figure that
co-workers
out.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hold on, let me just speedrun this in under 4 minutes.
When Stanley came to a set of
Stanley
two open
Parable
doors,
world
he
record.
entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh, hey, it's Link
Stanley decided
playing
to go
Stanley
up to his
Parable.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud. to
Oh, I'm
nobody.
dyslexic.
He began
2,
wildly tearing
8,
through papers on the
4,
boss's desk,
5.
pulling books on. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I'm glad we have more calming New Age music. I didn't know there was actually a prompt if you typed it in earlier. Come on, game.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
The on button on the mind control machine. Did I not do that before? Check out the elevator outside the boss's office. I thought I did before and it wasn't open, but
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
okay, hit buttons quickly.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Come on, game.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm gonna go fast. I need no clip.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them.
Does either
eternally
ending count for the
wanted
achievement
in this
quirk?
place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
You have to do
this
the true
time?
ending for the achievement.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
And I'm just gonna make a save here, and we'll pick it up where I left off
emotions
before
had been
because
manipulated to accept it blindly?
I want to see
No,
what happens, but I also
he
don't feel like running
refused
through the
to
hallways
believe
again
it.
because I'm
He
lazy.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I also
Here was
noticed
the
there's
proof,
another door
the
up
heart
there
of
or
the
something.
operation.
And I haven't
Controls
explored that.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never...
Give me that sweet, sweet Chivo. Where's the door?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Door?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Unshackled
Freedom
from the
was
chains of
mere
humanity.
moments away. And
I
yet,
hear Unshackled and I just
even
think
as
Persona
the
5
immense
now.
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers
Come
gone?
on, come on.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
This door takes so goddamn long.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This
Stanley
was
Parable
exactly the
speedrun.
way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And
I didn't
Stanley
get it?
was
Are you kidding
happy.
me? I don't think I could have done that any faster. There is no run button. Is it because I saved? Anyways, load game. Let's go see the other ending, because they fucked us.
Being manipulated to accept it blindly?
Counts from the moment you press begin the game.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I
Here
never
was the
investigated
proof,
this
the
room.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating,
There's no
working,
fucking in this game.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
game
in,
just fucked me and didn't want to
Stanley
give me the
decided that
achievement.
this machinery would
There's nothing in
never
this
again
room? That's
exert its
unfortunate, 'cause it's
terrible
such a cool
power
room.
over another human life. For he
I
would
love this
dismantle
room.
the
It's
controls
a good room.
once and for all.
I just want to jump off this. Alright. I'm gonna press on and then I'm gonna come back, I
Oh,
guess.
Stanley.
I'll try the
You didn't
speedrun
just
again.
activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Oh.
wanted? Control?
Yeah, I want to control the machine.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your
The
effort,
machine
I
is the
really
best
do.
character on
But
Person
you
of
need to
Interest.
understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Loading mind control
If you
systems,
want to
I
throw
see
my
it.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is
Well-
activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
Do I just have to
Stanley?
wait here for 2 minutes?
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this
I'll go
is
back.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
I was just
goes
gonna let
off.
myself
But
die,
what
so.
precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
God, this
What
is
all
not.
this means, I barely know where to start.
Isn't this the door I came out?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Oh.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
A
Of course,
door?
that
Where's
was
the door?
merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when
I'm
I
not
tell
smart.
it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the
I can't find the-
ground,
oh.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
I'm a
I have to
genius.
say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see
Oh,
it
they want to see
go.
me die anyways, it's fine.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
No.
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I don't want
Oh,
another.
dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Failsafe disabled?
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think
What
that,
is this?
Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
I feel like I should be
But
doing
here's
something.
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye,
Take a look at the
employee
clock,
427.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom. And
God, I
then
feel like I'm on the Majora's
nothing.
Mask moon.
Just you being blown to pieces.
Also, all the
Will
computers
you cling
changed.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Interesting. I was about to hit escape too. I was like, is it not gonna do anything? Now we're back here. Alright, so Link, you said something about... You said something about going into the options to enable the console? Not in options? Do I have to do something in the files or something? Close the game. Alright, hold on. Close the game. Game. Okay. Right click. Properties. Command line. Where's command line? It's set launch options. So I type minus console. And I'm good. Oh god. What do I even do with this? This V cheats 1. I feel like there's so
Stanley,
much you can
this is
do.
me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room. It's where I come to be serious. That table is the most serious table I could find. I looked at many, many tables, hundreds of tables. It's possible I looked at over 1,000 tables. I honestly don't know. The specific number isn't as important as the understanding that of all tables I looked at, this one is the most serious. I relate this story to impress upon you the extent to which this is the most serious room I have, which is why I brought you here. You just tried to activate server cheats, which of course runs the risk of breaking the entire game. You've got no respect for the strict order of scripted narrative events, and I just can't have that. It's time to get serious, Stanley. No jokes, no games. Outside of this room, I might be more tolerant of those things, but now we're in the room. Which is why I'm
The room.
subjecting you to
Good.
the most serious punishment I can think of. 100 billion trillion years standing here in the serious room. Perhaps after that, we can talk about the severity of your actions and whether you've learned anything. But until then, serious room, go.
Do I do anything about this, or? I didn't learn anything yet. I'm not one to learn.
Whoa, did we not have the talk? Are we not in the serious
Good.
room this very moment? Did I not tell you how many tables I looked through? I'm going to be conservative and say it was somewhere in the tens of thousands of tables. Any reasonable person would say I spent an absurd amount of time doing nothing but looking at tables, and I genuinely considered each one too. I took a hell of a lot of notes. I kept the notes in a different room. That room is less serious than this one. It's more of a notes room.
How do I get to the notes room?
Again, the point of this story is to convey how serious I feel this cheating issue is. And I'm sure you'll agree with me once you've fulfilled your new punishment. Infinity years in the serious room. I generally have trouble reading human emotions, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're devastated by this crippling new punishment. As well you should be. It's the most serious I could think of. Can you get more serious than that? No, you can't. Don't try.
I'm guessing do it again, Link?
Still no effect. The problem is clearly the serious room. It isn't serious enough.
Oh, that's good to know. I was
That's
just
on
gonna
me,
start
Stanley. I
copy-pasting it.
apologize. I'm going to the store to look through more tables. Hopefully I find one that conveys how wrong what you're doing is. Now, where did I put those notes?
Do I do it again? Or does he... Oh. You can go to the office now? How do I go to the office? Hey there, Pax Taroni. Can I... Yes. That's not no clipping. No clip. Submit. Can I not no clip? That's unfortunate. I was really hoping there was no clip. Oh boy, okay. Back in the game now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
So is there
Perhaps
anything
he had
else with
simply
that,
missed a memo.
Link? Or is that just it with the cheats? there any other command line prompt code things I could do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Oh. Okay. Sure.
his left.
Fantastic. Is that just texture of everything now? Interesting.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I
and
want to see the
Stanley knew
meeting
it
room.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Interesting. Okay. What else can we do in Stanley Parable? Is there anything else I've missed? Bleh, bleh. I'm choking over my words. I can go for the achievement. I already did the fake ending. Requires blue office. What's blue office? Restart until you get blue office. I'm not doing the art ending. I was supposed to check out the doors of the friggin' elevator, apparently. Oh, it keeps centering my mouse. I'm like, why didn't that work? I mean, I want to go check the office. Yeah, I can't be bothered with the art ending. I was just streaming this to see how it is. Enjoy it. Doesn't seem like I'm getting this blue office link. I'm pretty sure I should know when I get the blue office, right? Like, things will be blue. Up, there we go. There it is.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whiteboard ending. Console bark? Ah! That's good. Good.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
Oh god.
office, but it didn't make a
Everything
single
barks.
difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I love it. Trying to click doors and everything barks at me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is that it with the blue office, or do I keep playing it like normal? Blue office is required for the speedrun because bark? Oh. It's required for the speedrun. So I'd have to reset again until I got it again. I like the whiteboard ending, that's my favorite ending. Alright, speedrun time, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We can do it, right guys?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I always go the wrong
Stanley
way.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping coming to a staircase.
I swear to God, if the
Stanley
boss's
walked
office has
upstairs
the
to
elevator
his
doors
boss's
open this
office.
time, I'm gonna scream. Okay, no, they're not. Good.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
It's
stunned to discover not an
2,
indication of
8,
any human life.
4, 5.
Shocked?
We did jump out the
Stanley
window,
was
we
in
just
such a
did that
rush
one.
to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
It was
That
fun.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he
We've done
relaxed
pretty much,
for a few
I think,
moments
the
with
entire
some
right
calming
door
new age
path.
music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
The only thing I
into
think
the
we haven't done
opened
is the boss's
passageway.
office out there. Like, the elevator thing. Unless Quark is talking about a different place, in which case... Oh god, everything still barks.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Boss
to
escape
question
pod,
the
secret
nature of
disco,
his
and
job.
heaven?
Why did he feel
Like,
this now?
I'm gonna have to tell me how to get
It had
secret
never
disco, because
occurred
that
to
sounds
him.
like the best
This
ending
question
ever.
would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I need to see all the endings, then we'll play the demo.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Museum ending was pretty good. The confusion ending, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
There are
Their
so
true
many endings,
nature
and so
revealed.
many of them confused
Each
me.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
love the
it.
bark.
His own life in someone else's control.
It doesn't make me go
Never.
faster, but I love it.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
It's definitely
Was
the
it
best
even
feature of a
possible?
video game.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
We did it. Now, at what point does it tell me if I got the ending I want?
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
When you
He
go through
had
the door.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I hope I did it
Freedom
fast
was
enough, because I don't think I
mere
can humanly do
moments
that
away.
faster.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What
It's
other
SDA
mysteries
timing
did
without
this strange
loads.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed
That's
into
fun.
the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he
I'm
had
glad I
been
have a
seeking,
designated bark button
but
now.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Store is the
It
slowest
was
thing ever.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
I didn't
skin,
get it, I don't
the
think.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way.
I didn't see an
right
achievement
now,
pop up.
That thing.
No, I didn't get it. Apparently I suck at speedrun. Alright. How do I do the disco in the pod in the elevator in heaven? Load your save before the pod? Before the elevator? I don't think I have a save right before the elevator, do I? I have one in the closet. One in weird door hell. First one from Thursday, oh.
Emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
Alright, I'm here. Don't go up? Okay. Just wait? Okay. Oh, hey! Nice. We're just allowed to leave. God, how did people figure this shit out? Like, holy hell. Wait, press the button? What button? Light button. I pressed the light button. Oh! Oh. Oh. Awesome. Disco mode's rad. Alright. Enough with disco. I'm killing the disco. How do we get the escape pod in the heaven in the other one? I gotta kill the disco. I'm sorry. Enter the boss office, but back out so the door closes in front of you and not behind you. Alright, so we're gonna run to the office.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a
I
painting.
like the disco room.
Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
It's the best room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
I have no
Feeling a
idea what
wave of
ending we're doing
disbelief,
anymore, but
Stanley
it's fine.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So, are we entering this door and walking back out? Or the door that's down the hall to the office itself? Just to clarify. The wood one, okay. I'm afraid to not do this right.
Okay, I think
No,
we
no,
all know
no.
the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I haven't seen that dialogue yet. That's good. Is that an ending? Did I do it? Did I win? I'm glad I'm still barking. So I didn't win that.
Okay, I think we all...
Blue office plus fast narrator equals speedrun. So okay, I got the door shut behind me. Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Good. Good. Go back to my office? Okay. How did people figure this shit out? Like, Jesus Christ. This is the most bizarre turn of events. I like that all these doors open back up, too. It's very nice of them. It's confused a lot of people. Has it? Oh. It's quiet. Too quiet? Oh god. Is there gonna be a jump scare? Quark. Quark, you fucker. Okay, you are now leaving. Oh. Oh. 754 escape pod bay. Good. I love the dog bark. Right, I'm going. The dog is good. Good pure dog. The window's always the exact same office. It is. That's good. I feel like we're not going anywhere now. It's just a portal to a static room. So am I really not going anywhere? Oh, you do go up, just not the window. Okay, I didn't know if this was a fluke ending or something where I'm just not going anywhere. It's getting hard to see these stairs. Hey. Bark. Where's... Am I in the escape pod? Oh. Oh, there's a red door. Or at least I assume it's a red door. Up, okay. Game? Oh. Is that it? Is that the end? It just ends? There's no dialogue? There's no nothing? It just... It does, but we don't know why. Well, I broke it. Alright, how do I get the heaven ending? Or is that the heaven ending? The computers that say awaiting input. Alright, are they the
All
ones
of his co-workers
here?
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Is this
decided to
one?
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of
Including
his
Stanley?
co-workers.
Is Stanley's Does Stanley's computer even say awaiting input? Because it just has a this. And there's nothing to click. So do I have to reset until it does say it? There's only one computer per run in...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
God.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This sounds like a mess. I'm guessing it saves... Input received. Now can I reset, or do I have to get an ending?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
This is weird. Alright, we got 2 done. The phone's ringing, that's ominous. Don't like that.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. Let me know if there's anything
Why did she reach me at somebody else's desk?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single
computer
person
in
here
here?
either.
No.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This has gotta be the computer that's awaiting input then. Yes. I thought that was a little weird when I clicked one of these the first time I played. Not Stanley's, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley
hello.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't input this one. There we go. Oh. That's different. Is this something new, or does this have to do with the heaven ending? It's something else? Oh. I'll save, and then we'll go back to this, because it looks interesting. Oh. Oh. Okay. There's nothing to do here, is it? Look at all the buttons. Does something happen when I press all the buttons? I just realized they're saying push the buttons, which is very unsettling. It did just replace butt with butt. Take it up with Tin and Steelian. So is there a point to pushing all the buttons, or... Nah, okay. Alright. It's just Stanley's heaven. That is the saddest statement. Alright, let's go and figure out what the mess was here.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Wait, a new space I feel safe in? Does that mean the broom closet? Or the lounge?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I can't go back to 417. God damn it. No, I can go back. I can go back. I have this. This save. This marvelous, marvelous save.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
How do I close both doors and be inside hallway? Oh, I can just manually close it.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No, 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 no. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Is that it? Can I go in there or anything? No. That's cute. Alright. Is there anything else with this texture fuckery?
Ah, no, apparently not.
Alright, it's just paper. Okay, is there anything else in this game that I should mess with? Boss elevator? Now when you say boss elevator, are we talking
When Stanley came to
the
a
doors
set of two
outside the
open
boss's
doors,
room?
he
Or
entered the door on his left.
the other room in
Yet
front
there
of
was
the
not a
boss's
single
office?
person here either.
Do I have to just reset a billion
Feeling a
times
wave
until
of
it's open?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom
I'll be right back,
closet,
hang out in the broom
but there was
closet.
nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Wait, there's
That
more
or the drug
dialogue?
money.
Oh,
Also,
man.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
So, if I go back to the broom closet next time, there'll be more
Coming to a
dialogue?
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Or do I have to run it out of dialogue? Awesome. Doors monthly. My favorite. Okay. Do I press this up or down? Does it matter? Elevator music. I love it. I can hear the narrator out. I kinda love it. It's kinda good. Hello there, Ben 2004-10. I'm waiting for something to happen at this elevator. Can I toggle bark off? I can. Up. Oh? Do I get off the elevator link? Was it always this messy before? Something out there? It's just there for music? That's it? Damn, okay. So I think we're done then, aren't we? Okay. We have one more thing and it's the broom closet, which I'd love to see what happens to it.
All of his
Then we'll
co-workers
try the
were
demo
gone.
and
What
see
could
where
it
that
mean?
goes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Also, you
he
guys
entered
said
the
that
door on
door
his
420
left.
would sometimes be open. Maybe it's after killing the narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go, oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to
Again.
encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just
Quark.
going to be patient and wait for you to finish
Fuck
whatever
bucket.
it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Do I touch anything? The door's shading is freaking me out a little bit. The door handle's freaking out. I love the broom closet. It's a good place. I can leave. He normally says something when I leave the closet. Just restart and go to the 3rd playthrough. I thought that was the 3rd playthrough.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under
George
his
just locked me
responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
That happens sometimes, I'm guessing. I already did that ending where we go
Already this was
to
uncomfortable.
Stanley's butt in hell.
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Space I feel safe in is the door in the broom closet. I love that door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I've done most of the content in this game, I think. God knows there's a lot of it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
No!
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
My closet. Is that it? That's all that happens to it? Like... I thought you said something to do with portals or something. Alright, we're gonna play the demo. The Stanley Parable is an interesting experience. Up, it's full screen. Great. Can't see what anybody said. Options. Video. 16:9 and get me the fuck out of here. You don't know how to trigger it. Well, nothing happened, so I'm not going back to the boss elevator. This is captured. It is. It's Stanley EXE still, I guess. That's cool. Okay. All right. Let's begin the demo. I'm concerned and afraid. Oh, that's not a static screen. Oh. Glad cold drinks are always here for me. Music is slightly creepier. I need to turn the music down because it's loud comparatively to the game. I wish it just shared my speaker or my settings. I've never played the demo before.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Do not stand on this side of the fence? Why not? Wait for your number and then enter? Okay. This is just the lounge, but special. Oh. Oh. It's a weird ass ceiling. It means the next room. I didn't know if I could wait in there. They weren't very clear. Someone left their mug on the couch. That's not okay. 26. 27. 28. Okay. Something happened. Famous demos. I don't recognize. That one looks like Metal Gear. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It's a generic gun game, and I don't know what that is. Okay. Fun room.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable. A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension? The looming uncertainty? Why don't we drink in the anticipation for a moment?
Anticipation.
20 minutes or so. Please, for just 20 minutes, don't move or act in any way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I get it. You're too anxious. You can barely hold still. Well, tell you what. I think we should walk off that nervous energy before getting the demo underway. Here, why don't I take you on a little tour of the facility and show you how we make a demonstration for a game like the Stanley Parable. This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is,
Wall technology.
how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game. Video game demonstrations are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to expect in the full version.
This is about what I expect, honestly. It's a weird-ass little game. I didn't sleep last night very good.
Here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions
The
you
meaning
make.
of choice.
After all, choices carry tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that? Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice says about you.
Okay, I pick
How
that one.
fascinating. Did you know that 94% of all people who select that particular button are sexual predators.
Oh,
You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature
I'm
of
not
our
a sexual
minds and
predator, I
souls.
promise.
Pervert.
I'd like to think it says that if I
Okay,
click
what
every
else
button.
can I show you then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted.
Demo status, buttons and choice.
No, we've already seen this room. If it saves you the trouble of pushing another button, I can assure you that you're still a pervert.
Oh. He doesn't say anything else. Unfortunate. Wall technology. Final choice. Emotion booths. There's a downstairs. An ominous downstairs. Compliments and demo status.
This device tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration. Somewhere around here, there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're
No
inside
danger.
a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
Let's go in wall technology.
Now, I think you'll find this exciting. We've actually developed a wall that you can walk through. Go ahead, give it a shot.
Whee!
Oh, guess it's still in development.
That's-
Right, okay, moving along.
I like this wall. It's my friend. I feel like one of these walls I should be walking through. Like there's a secret hidden here. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just like Zelda, where you just bump up against every wall until you find the one. Makes a sound. You know.
How's the anticipation? Still feeling it?
He doesn't say anything if I go back into this room. That's unfortunate. Okay. Final choice, emotions, compliments. The store looks like a door.
Here
Walk
is
through.
where there is nothing. In the main game, however, there are many more places where there is nothing. If
there's
you've
nothing.
enjoyed this experience of a finite amount of content, then the Stanley Parable may be just the game for you. One of the most important parts of administering any demonstration is pumping up your ego and appealing to insecurities about your sense of self-worth. That's why we use this room to develop cheap compliments to shower on the player during the demo. Go
Good.
ahead and press that button.
It's
to
gonna
see
call
some
me
of
a
the
sexual
superficial
predator again, isn't
flattery
it?
We've been cooking up. My heavens, I've never met someone who can consume as much uranium in a single sitting as you can. Just look at you go.
Good.
Of all the people I know who are playing this exact demo at this exact moment and standing in this exact room, your performance is easily in the top 5,000. Top 4,700 even. I won't go as far as 4,600. Let's see. Oh, this is embarrassing. I really can't think of anything else to say. No, you've really exhausted my list of
The
compliments.
narrator's such a
Goodness,
dick.
that was fast. Either you or this department has a lot of room for improvement. Okay then, what's next?
Oh, the button actually died, okay. Demo status, wall tech. What's down here? Isolation chamber. I want to go there. Emotion booths.
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power of narrative exposition.
Can I step into any? No. I picked spare.
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance, spoke coddling words and wrapped our vulnerabilities in a woolen cloth that so many times I tried to set aflame. It was though, and within the shame he carried that ocean breeze did drift, the fierceness of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their
Trains.
kingdoms, washed ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid of a cause, ripping and tearing at the eternal.
I want to go in one of these.
Now, we have to save at least a few emotions for the full game.
But there's no cool emotion booths. I want to play in the emotion booth. I guess there's nothing left to do here. The trailer made up a bunch of stuff in these.
Oh, you went in both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute.
Out of order, I want art. Good. Do you like the Stanley Parable? There's nothingness and there's an exit.
Ah, now this room is perhaps the most important you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective. No! What are you doing? You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring? And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made.
Good to know.
However, it's still important that we address safety concerns.
Oh, good.
Please closely observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. If you agree to be held
Being a
100%
dick, being on the
responsible for
sun.
any and all injury or long-term damage, mental, physical, or
That's
otherwise,
leaving it off
that
your
may
wardrobe.
occur while playing the
Not
demo,
playing a demo.
please do not press the large red glowing disagree button at this time.
Is
Nothing? No objections? You're quite sure about that?
This game has not
Well,
caused
all
me
right then.
depression,
In
surprisingly.
the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the demonstration to be
The
terminated.
safe word is Dennis
Please
Quaid.
step into the dance perimeter.
The dance perimeter.
Please perform a dance.
Oh.
Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for the Stanley Parable?
I'm prepared for this to be nothing. That's what I expect. Okay, let's go. What is this? It's just doors. It's yes.
Oh wait, what? What are we doing
Welcome
here?
to the
Did we not-
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed,
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done something wrong the first time.
I knew it was coming, man. I knew it.
Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable demo, take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes. Oh wait,
8?
what's this?
Why is there an 8?
8.
8 eights.
Wait. This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable.
Eight.
This is a game where you press a button and it says 8.
8.
Not only is the Stanley
Eight.
Parable not a game about
8.
continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee that this button
8.
does not appear anywhere in the
8.
main game. Why
8.
is it here instead
Yeah, I'm
of the
disappointed
demo for
this
the
wasn't in the
Stanley
main game.
Parable? Where did the demo
8.
go? There was an
8.
actual demo here
8.
before. Something
8.
has gone wrong.
8.
It's all gone horribly
8.
wrong. We need to get you out of
8.
here before you start forming
8.
impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the
8.
hell this 8 game is.
8.
We need to get up. We need to start
8.
over. You mustn't stay here
8.
another minute. Out,
8.
out, go,
8.
go.
8. 8.
I like the 8.
8.
Now, I think perhaps you've misunderstood me.
8.
So let me reiterate as clearly as I can. This
8.
is not the Stanley Parable. What you are doing
8.
is pushing a button
8.
over and over that does nothing but speak the word 8.
8.
Has that gotten through?
8.
You may be continuing to press this button under
8.
the impression you're playing the Stanley Parable
8.
right now. An assumption
8.
that is, I should remind you
8.
again, entirely erroneous.
8.
I love this button.
8. 8.
Doesn't even make sense. Why
8.
would I have gone to all of this elaborate setup just to demonstrate a game that doesn't do a single thing except repeat the
8.
word 8? The waiting room, the green room, the tour of the facility, all of that for
8.
no reason other than to contextualize and
8.
build up this particular game. Why?
8.
What about this
8.
game deserves any of that time and
8.
attention?
I still
Are you
don't
seeing
understand how
something
I
in
get
it
the
that I'm
achievement
not?
in the main game, but I love this.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal.
8.
It isn't possible that you still think this
8.
is the Stanley Parable. I've restated the fact too many times.
8.
Which means that you are now
8.
consciously choosing to
8.
delay the actual demo
8.
as long as possible. Is that it? Are you
8.
afraid of the Stanley
8.
Parable? I suppose
8.
another possibility is that you
8.
can't hear me because you're playing with the
8.
sound off. In which
8.
case, what are you even getting out of this
8.
8 game in the first place?
8.
The scenario is perhaps even more concerning.
8. 8. 8. 8.
You really are finding this amusing,
8.
aren't you? The
Yes.
experience of pushing a button and it says
8.
8. Is this
8.
intrinsically captivating to you on
8.
its own as a legitimate
8.
experience? I mean, I'm starting to wrap my head around
8.
the idea, but it's not all the way there.
8.
How do you get into
1,
this
2,
demo?
3, 4,
Are you
5,
on the target
8.
market for the game? Should I be
6
concerned for the Stanley
buttons.
Parable sales
8.
numbers right now?
8. 8. 8.
The funny thing is,
8.
you haven't even played the
8.
Stanley Parable yet.
8.
How can you be sure
8.
that this is a better
8.
game? Is this simply more
8.
compelling than you imagine the Stanley
8.
Parable to be? Have you formed
8.
such a rich vision of
8.
the game already? What exactly did I
8.
do that gave you such a miserable, awful impression of what it's like to play the Stanley Parable? Was it the dance? Yes, it was almost certainly the dance.
8.
I regret that now.
8.
8 is my favorite
8.
video game.
8. 8. 8.
Well, the good part is that if this is your metric for quality in a game, when we do get to the Stanley Parable, you'll be thrilled, shocked, blown away. Every one of your faculties
8.
will be enraptured by the experience
8.
of a game that does anything more than say 8 over and over. Yes, I can't wait for your entire world to be shattered and rebuilt. A magical moment we'll all share together.
I'm very glad that
8.
he keeps talking.
8. 8.
Oh, I'm not going to pretend I don't know what's going on here. You're so utterly compelled by this game that you don't intend to stop playing it until you pass out from physical exhaustion. Well, tell you what,
8.
I'll just be right here and wait for you to finish. I'm sure
8.
the Stanley Parable demo will still be
8.
out there somewhere when you're
8.
all done. In the
8.
meantime, I'm going to
8.
stop acknowledging you
8.
and just let you get it out
8.
of your system. Please, enjoy the 8 game.
8.
Take as much time
8.
as you
I love that he
need.
calls it the 8 game.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
I think he's done too. I just
8.
wanted to press the 8 button a couple hundred more times. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're done.
No, I'm
well,
not.
in that case, what do you say we get back to business and start this demo over from the top?
I missed the 8 game. It is exactly what the Stanley Parable is about. Somebody spilled their coffee. Like, that is
Welcome to
exactly.
the
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
Parable
yes, we heard it all the first time. Okay, now let's take a
8.
minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general.
8. I want the 8 button back. Keep going, dig real deep. Yep, sure.
Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my end. Now that we're all on the same page again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration once more.
8.
In this third attempt, we shall
love it.
truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh. Darkness? The
No, can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way.
Okay. Storage.
Okay, yes, this is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes.
Cup?
Go pick up the cup. All right. Now put it, in the bin.
I dropped the cup. I love this. It lets me use something.
You did it! You won!
You
know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow, the
Good.
Stanley Parable just keeps getting better and better.
Video games.
In fact, let me take a little survey of your experience.
Wait, there's...
Based on what you've played so far, would you purchase the Stanley Parable?
A, B... I am on fire.
You responded,
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality of the full game.
incredible. You really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable. What I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along. Let's get to the end and the final choice. Ending, where are you? Where are you?
There's a giant disagree button on the ground, and I love it. It doesn't say 8, though. Unfortunately.
Is this it?
This is not 8.
Yes, the end. Now, this
Good.
is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time
the
for you
room
to
from
lodge your
earlier.
final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good.
I
And
do
it all
like the
comes to
Stanley
this.
Parable.
Please
I'm gonna
consider
say no
very
just to
carefully
irritate the
before
guy.
answering. Much is at stake. Is it working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go
good.
back. We need to get out of here.
This is the Stanley Parable demo, Amukars, and it's great, and I love it. Oh god.
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone?
He broke
Okay,
it.
over to the
The
left.
motion's put
Down
no.
this way.
Is that the line from the main game? I love it. I love everything. I forgot about the line. Oh good, there's a plant.
Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game?
Yes,
Honestly, I
his
doubt
phone
it.
is.
What would that even look like?
The line is.
No, I think I've had enough of it. No more
I already
doors,
played the Stanley
no more
Parable. I've
demonstrations,
got,
no more
I think, all the
endings.
endings.
That's the other problem with this game. There's too many
Except
bloody
for the ones that
endings.
require you to
I'm
sit
sick of
there
them.
for
How can
extended
one
extended
game
periods
end
of
so many
time.
times? It doesn't make sense. Oh, but back at the beginning of the demonstration, now that was lovely.
We played it
No
before
concerns
this.
about where it was all going. No confusion.
Then someone said
just
play
a
the demo
blank
because it's
slate.
totally different than the main game.
Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey,
I got to
do you
button
remember?
heaven.
Just a
but
few minutes
It doesn't
ago,
say 8.
when we
It
met
said
for
press the
first time,
buttons.
and I showed you the technology used to make the demo because I thought there actually was a demo.
Play the mod version. I don't have Half-Life, so
Oh, we were so naive back then. How little we knew of the world.
baby game.
And then when we ended
Oh,
up back
God.
in the waiting
What?
room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory.
I did type
They were
face punch.
such wonderful moments. Oh,
Hang on one sec.
and then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end.
Well, I don't have Half-Life.
And
I don't
then we
play
were on
shooters.
some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea
Also,
what
those
was
were the
down
stairs
there.
from the beginning.
Did you? And we just kept going, and we found that elevator, and it said escape on it.
The
We
elevator.
talked about it for a while,
I love him.
about how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but
A
it
glitch in this
seemed
game.
worth a try. And at the very least, it would be an adventure.
I'm good.
So we got inside, and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't
You listen
possibly
to the
know
funky
when.
music in the
and then
elevator?
after so long, it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising
Did they just
on a
spoil
new
the
and
ending of the main
glorious
game?
path. Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful? Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful?
On the floor in the monitor room. I'm not surprised. Come on, game. Is that it? Oh, good. It's just his office now. Up. I love the demo of Stanley Parable, which was literally 2 seconds of the actual game. It's good. That voice reminds me of Tim Curry, but it's not Tim Curry, it's some random dude. That's it? Game? Yep. Alrighty, that was the Stanley Parable demo, I think. 8. 8. Close the game. I gotta figure out how to get 8 now. He sounds a bit like Tim Curry sometimes when he says certain words, like, it's very throaty, and I just hear him saying Nigel Thornberry words in my head, and making bizarre, bizarre sounds. I'm just gonna go type 8 a bunch and see if anything happens. Eight is an unknown command.
This is...
I'm mashing 8. Does it have to be on the keypad itself? Like, is it not? They don't even use the keypad. Do I have to have number lock on for this or something? Because I don't use this keypad ever. Oh, in-game keypad? Like... I can't even reach the 8.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Oh,
room. Perhaps
oh,
he had simply
I
missed a memo.
realize. It just clicked. The gears are spinning. I got it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
I did get the
disbelief,
escape pod
Stanley
ending.
decided to go up to his boss's office.
I got
Hoping
all
he'd
the
come into a
endings, I think,
staircase,
except for
Stanley
the baby
walked
ending.
upstairs to his boss's office.
I didn't wait for extended periods of time at any point, so...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
8.
What dark
8.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping
It won't say
from
8
him.
again, will it?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
I'm glad it said 8.
845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have
Thank
known
you,
this.
Buttbot. You did it. I don't know what you did, but you did it. Buttbot somehow turned one 8
Stanley
into
just
2
sat
8s.
around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 284. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood
Anyways,
that this would ever
I actually
result.
stopped streaming because I have to find some food.
2845.
Thank you for watching the Stanley Parable. It's been a fun time. Maybe I'll play around with it some more, try to get those final few achievements, except for the one that requires this, and also this. Who knows? If you like the stream, you should follow. I play video games sometimes. Sometimes I draw things. I draw, and I play video games quite poorly. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go eat. I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. It might be, like, maybe tomorrow, later in the day. Maybe it'll be Monday. Who knows? I announce things on Twitter, which you can find, and you can go to, and then get a good idea of when I'm streaming. Thank you for hanging around with me playing the Stanley Parable. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you later. Also, if you follow me on Twitter, you might want to mute the hashtag Grey's Anatomy, because tonight's the 300th episode, which I realize I should have given a disclaimer of before I linked the Twitter. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for experiencing that lovely game with me.